Hi, I'm Todd Odo, and I'm the superintendent of Visalia Unified School District. I'd like to welcome you to the Linked Learning Academies.
I think people want to go into media arts because they have a story to tell. A lot of kids have a voice. Their voice might be football, their voice might be choir, their voice might be the drama department. But there are some kids who don't have a voice, but they've got something to say. So media arts and filmmaking specifically is a way for a student who has something to say but really doesn't have a voice yet to say it and put it out there.
Students have been taught reading and writing since they're in kindergarten on. But one of the things they've never been taught is how to code or how to computer program. And so now you know how to use all this technology, your smartphones, all the apps that go with it, but you have no power to create those. And the jobs are creating them, the money is in creating them and not using them. And so being part of the Computer Science Academy allows you to be the person who is creating the technology for the next generation of technology users.
These industry partners are really important because it gets them a real-world look at what do engineers do, what do manufacturers do.
Manufacturing needs people because as the economy grows, people need things. The manufacturers are the ones that provide those things. I'd encourage any student who might be interested in advanced manufacturing engineering to get in the academy because you're going to be more prepared when you graduate.
I opened my mind to something and I've already changed my perspective on what I want to be.
I think students who really have an interest in a health profession should pursue this academy. If you think someday this might be what I want to do, come explore it. You'll get the opportunity to begin your training here with learning something as simple as CPR that can save someone's life, and you'll see what different pathways, future careers are out there. If you're interested in helping people, if science interests you, if you can see yourself, possibly helping someone saving their life someday, then the Health Science Academy would be for you.
An engineer is really just a different word to describe a problem solver. Engineers are the ones that are designing roads, they're designing bridges, they're designing dams, they're designing buildings, they're designing robots, they're designing airplanes, cars. You can think about pretty much anything that you see out in the world. Engineers are the ones that are coming up with those things.
How many have been on an actual construction site before?
First Responders Academy is going to work with the Sheriff's Department, Police Department, CHP, paramedics, fire, the helicopter, anybody that is on scene as soon as an accident happens or something that's catastrophic.
There's no one telling you any information of what you're going to find there. You don't know if you're a firefighter, they say, oh, it's a small fire, and then by the time you get there, the whole house is inflamed.
You're dealing with people at all different points in their life, and we've got to be able to go 100% at any moment's notice. You can't get through this career without having that kind of mentality.
STRONG is an acronym that stands for Sports, Therapy, Rehabilitation, Orthopedics, and Neuromuscular Gains. Each piece of that acronym stands for a different type of profession that you could enter once you work your way through this academy.
If you're interested at all in the human body and how it works and how we learn to take care of it better, then this is definitely the program for you.
I like using movement as medicine. Just working with people and helping them get back to their life and maybe even better, that's my game, my goal.
This, of course, you have seen before. This is the first page. We the people, our Constitution, which forms the laws of this country. These students are going to see the defense attorneys, the prosecuting attorneys, the jury, the judge. You'll see everyone involved in the court process. And when you go and sit in that courtroom, there's literally going to be someone on trial. The moment they say that word, guilty or not guilty, you just changed someone's fate.
Ladies and gentlemen, is this your verdict?
Once they see the reality of it, they'll realize, I really want to be in this courtroom, not as a spectator. I want to be in this courtroom as a participant. Do you want to be part of that process?
So at the freshman level, we hope to implement a Foundations of Business course to give them a good overview of the many careers that are available. At the sophomore level, we're going to be teaching entrepreneurship. The junior level is accounting, and the senior level is a virtual enterprise course.
The class as a whole is going to come up with a concept for a business. This year they're doing a hiking apparel and hiking equipment company.
As soon as I hopped into business, I started thinking back to all my business classes that I took. I ended up using that whole business plan, switched out the information I made on some hotel to actually help start my company.
One of the unique things about this academy, being small and based on a farm, is it's definitely interesting every day. There's so much hands-on learning. There is homework and there is rigor, but only in its place. It's not just the norm. We go out on Fridays, we have a different kind of a schedule, and we're outside all day on Fridays applying the learning. So we're working with the animals, we're working in the shop and all that sort of thing, and doing the things we've been learning about. So that's kind of exciting development that's happening in education right now, and 8th graders are benefiting from this great program that we're putting together.
One of the things that I fear is that parents will think that we're trying to get kids to decide on their career when they're in 8th grade, and that's absolutely not true. This just provides a broad career exposure so that they can explore.
These students are going to have a resume that will rival a lot of college graduates. They're going to have had an opportunity to take some courses that most high school students will never get exposed to. On the work-based learning side, they're going to have industry leaders, CEOs, and managers that you've worked with and talked with and possibly interned with. If they want to go and start working at an entry-level job, they'll have that basic skill set ready to go. If they're going to dive into college, they're going to be a leader on that college campus.
I see that students derive a lot of benefits from work-based learning. They get excited about school. All of a sudden, it has a purpose why they're doing it.
I can't even hardly express how excited I am about having these programs here on campus. Students knowing what they want to do and being with a group of other folks who also know that they have a similar interest, it just makes school much more relevant and real for them.
You know, linked learning really is a perfect approach for education. No longer do we have standalone subjects like English and then math and then science. They bring them together around a common theme.
Intrinsic motivation is the most powerful motivation in the world. And we try as educators to get that to work for students, but you can't implant that. That only comes from the student, but we can design experiences. From what we've done in linked learning, we're designing experiences that ignite that intrinsic motivation, and it works.
The important differences between Common Core standards and our old standards really are being able to think deeply and solve problems, being able to work together with others in projects that are important. So this is a unique point in time where preparation for college really does intersect with preparation for a career.